how special, exciting for you to get this kind of reward and to be able to be here for another 7 years?
Yeah, I mean, it's awesome. Obviously, that's a huge leap of faith from organization and management. I've said multiple times this is a place I want to be for a long time, so I'm excited. Obviously, got a lot of work to do, and just trying to continue to get better every day.
What does that mean to you to have the team step up like that for you?
Yeah, I think it's a huge vote of confidence in me, and I think, obviously I knew that Donnie and Kevin and all the management and staff had faith in me last year and gave me a huge opportunity to be successful, and it was just kind of up to me to take advantage of it. And now it's kind of what's done is done with that season. Now it's a new season, and start all over again, and doesn't really matter what I did in the past. It's it's a new start, so I got to continue to strive to get better each and every day and continue to grow.
At the time you signed the deal, did you at least knowing at the time you signed the deal, did you at least take a moment to appreciate what you went through?
Yeah, of course. Point? Yeah, it's a little bit of like a balancing act. You want to obviously celebrate and be happy because the work I have put in to get to this point, it hasn't been easy, and it's been a grind, and it's a rewarding feeling for sure. But at the same time, you don't want to get complacent or happy with where you're at. You always have that internal hunger and drive for more. So I think that's kind of where you celebrate, but you got to kind of have a short memory there too, and turn the page and move on.
Kevin talked about that. He talked about you as a player, what you accomplished last year, and he also talked about you as a person. How you interact with teammates, how you are in the community. How much does that mean to you that that was part of his decision to give you that type of contract?
Yeah, it means a lot. Obviously, I take a lot of pride in being a good hockey player, but I take a lot of pride in being a good person on and off the ice, and someone who's a good teammate and a leader. And I think obviously we have a lot of guys in the room with good character, and I think that's what makes our group so special. So, for that to obviously go into his decision and the deal is, it's a good feeling to hear that.
Tage, in what ways do you think continuity will help you? I mean, most of you guys as a team, a lot of returning players, and of course the coaching staff is back, and you know the systems and everything else.
Yeah, I think it's huge. I think it's going to be a big advantage. Obviously, you come in, you already have a bunch of familiar faces. You know the guys. You feel comfortable around everyone. And I think it just allows you to go out and play your game and not really be nervous. It's just kind of leading right off where we ended last season, and I think obviously the way we ended, everyone was really excited and didn't want the season to end. So I think there's a lot of excitement and anticipation around the room right now.
You can't carry last season into this one, but what can you take from those 30 games that were so much different from the first 50 games for a lot of reasons, but what can you take into the season from them?
Yeah, I think the biggest thing is just learning how to close out games. I think the last half of the season, there's a big difference from the second half from our first half of the season, where we were in games, we were in the lead, and maybe didn't believe if we could win or not, and maybe felt a little pressure as teams started to push back. And I think the second half of the season, I think we did a lot better job of kind of being a little cocky, having a little bit of arrogance, a little swagger to our game, knowing we can beat these good teams. And I think we're a good team ourselves, so I think everyone in the room knows that heading into the season, and now there's no question whether or not we can win or compete. It's now we got to go out and do it every night.
How has your perspective for your own game changed from last year where you were to this year now, where the expectations are?
Yeah, I think for me in particular, as an individual, I think it's just hunger. Last year obviously I think went well and was a successful season, but I want more. I want to score more. I want to do more to help our team win. I want to be better defensively. There's always areas in your game you can grow, and it kind of goes back to what I was saying earlier. You never want to be comfortable or complacent with where you're at in your game, and so for me, I think it's just kind of remembering where I was at last year and trying to continue to get better and kind of outdo myself.
Thank you.
Thanks, guys.